to check on some reports I've made to family. I made one to Adult Protective Services and one to CPS.
And you want to check the status of that?
Yes. I did a report June 2nd and something weird happened. They applied the report to something that happened in 2019 instead of the one I did in June 2nd. And they won't give me a caseworker to investigate anything. So I don't have a caseworker to put the name on because I can't get one to investigate.
Okay, do the contact to that caseworker assigned to the case and they can give you further information.
It's like CPS is denying me services, but and I don't know why they do that. I have case numbers here. I can do a report here, right?
No.
I don't know why what's your name?
Victor.
Yeah, what's your name?
Victor.
You're security and you're interrupting CPS workers?
Oh, no, I ain't interrupting.
Oh, okay. So now certain people can do reports here and certain people can't?
Well, you can't make a report here. Like, I can't take a report. You have to call that hotline.
I don't want to call the hotline. I want to do it in person because I made 20 reports. Well, I was told at another location you can do the reports here. Weren't you the one I talked to, Les? Okay. Well, I want to go in person because I've done 20 reports on the phone and they can't find them.
They have certain people that take reports and they have to assign them to workers, so.
They're not, I've done 20 reports over the phone that are missing. I have questions. Are the CPS denying me services? I drove all the way over here.
Well, we don't, unless we know who's the investigator.
Well, you haven't looked it up. You're already denying me services and you haven't even looked up anything.
I can, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So here's case number one, a recent report I made, 7504-7588.
Okay, so that is the report number.
I want to see if there's an investigator.
What's the name of the case that you called?
Kiana Clark.
You said Piana?
Kiana, Keyana.
And the last name?
Clark, Clark.
And what is the date of birth?
Mine? Or
Is that your
first
name?
Yes, 4/25/75.
Okay, you reported a case on someone else.
Right. It's my daughter. But here's the thing, there's some false statements are being made to CPS, which is I thought was a state jail felony, that are having my child custody rights restricted. And CPS is not taking the evidence that someone is violating my right as a parent. Multiple different reports CPS is losing, it's like they're covering for it. I reported child abuse September 24, 2011. CPS did nothing. I reported again to James Hastings from Hillsborough out of Itasca. When I lived in Itasca, he ignored it. So why would CPS cover for child abuse? Why would they deny me reports and I made 20 on my phone that are missing, and why would they prevent me from making reports in person everywhere I go?
Well, because we don't do them in person.
Okay, I would like to be able to talk to someone. How do I go to a police because I'm doing it over the phone and nothing's happening? I was told that I can do a report here.
Who told you that?
They told me that at the Ledbetter location. So there's no way for a person to make a child abuse report in person, period, at all.
No, that's what the hotline is.
What's your name?
Carmen.
Carmen? Okay, if I'm not getting anywhere online, is a CPS denying me services? If I can't do a report on, I just did this report, what happened? I gave you this, do you see anything that happened with it?
I can't pull up with that number.
Did you pull it up with my name?
I'm pulling up your name on the system. I'm trying to look for a case. Give me 1 second.
Don't you have programs for parents who are trying to get custody of their child and different things?
We do.
Okay, well, I want to get involved in some of those programs to get my custody rights back. Especially since it was taken out of corruption.
Mr. Smith, you know what they keep all those numbers, her numbers,
For
for
what?
like the complaint line?
Complaint line is running on a 25254
No, not
home.
that one, the other one, for a worker.
Oh, no.
So it's impossible for a person to do a complaint in person, period. CPS will not take reports from parents. They won't give me a caseworker when I call on my phone and do it. I've done over 20 reports that are missing that you guys can't find. I need to be able to protect my daughter, and are you saying that CPS won't let me protect her?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, well, I can't do it over the phone. I've done 20 that you guys can't find. What can I do to have people get the consequences they deserve? Child abuse, I'm reporting child abuse and people are ignoring it. I thought that was a crime, a misdemeanor. And if I'm at CPS and they won't take the reports, and I'm doing it over the phone multiple times, and you keep losing it. Like this one, there's nothing in your system for this new report either? With my name?
With that report, what happens is then they do an investigation and they assign.
Just 75?
Yes, 75.
That's your, inpatient, your
Yes,
report number?
yes. And I also have one with Adult Protective Services for me because I have multiple false arrests. I'm a target, and they haven't called me. Let me give you the number for Adult Protective Services. Why would they close the case without even talking to me? If you need me to say it out loud, I can. 47662490. My name's Kiana Clark.
Deanna Clark?
That may be does that come up as a CPS or the Adult Protective Services one?
Called on July 27th?
Yes.
That case was closed.
I told you it was closed and they didn't talk to me or set up a caseworker. Why would they close the case and then they didn't even talk to me? They didn't call me, give me a caseworker or anything, and they had my number. Then I called. So why do they keep closing cases when they're not contacting me or talking to me or assigning me a caseworker? It's like CPS is denying me services and keeping me and my family in abuse. If they want to assign a caseworker or investigate or call or ask any questions, I have multiple false arrests. Like you can see, I'm a targeted individual, a lot of dismissed cases.
Yeah, the one on 7, July 27th was closed. It wasn't even progressed.
So are you denying services if they wouldn't even process it?
I mean, what they do is they scan the case. They scan to see if it's something that they should escalate. If they don't feel they.
I'm sorry, I need to get my kids on.
So CPS is covering for the abuse. They keep closing the case. I just want people to get the consequences they deserve.
Fernando.
Okay, thank you. So I drove all the way here, and they keep. Isn't it weird that they close the case without even talking to me?
He told me to ask.
Why would they close it without even talking to me and signing me a caseworker? Have you ever heard of that? I'd like to do a complaint and do it in writing. Because if I have multiple false arrests and I'm a target and you can see it, taking advantage of someone, by abusing power, taking advantage of someone, that's not something you investigate? What is exploitation?
Sorry, can you tell me one more time?
Investigator.
Well, can I talk to a
He had
caseworker?
my kids.
Can I talk to a
And he
caseworker?
left them here with Miss Max something.
They're mobile.
Mobile. They have mobile phones, they don't have like office, like, they don't.
Okay, well, I want the programs for on how to get my child custody rights back. The programs, because my child custody rights were taken out of corruption. You guys,
Before?
yes, you just pulled it up?
No, I put up there.
Oh, okay.
Report you just made.
47662490.
Mm-hmm.
They closed the case, my report, but I can't get my child custody rights because you guys won't investigate the corruption, which is a state jail felony.
His supervisor is.
Huh?
Okay.
Right.
So you would have to contact that worker, for that particular worker, Ms. Emily Marshall. You would have to contact her in regards to their case. Because another worker wouldn't be able to access.
Why wouldn't they contact me?
That I don't know.
I want to speak to supervisors and make a complaint in writing.
Hi, Brenda, this is Karen from front desk. I'm
Jakima.
Jakima here, requesting the phone for her son.
And
Did you leave it here?
You left it with who?
What is Iva's last name?
Are you doing a complaint right now?
I'm searching for the worker to see if I can find the information.
I want to do a complaint while you're doing that. Can you hear me?
The complaints are done.
I want to do it in writing.
Through a line, through a.
I want to do a complaint in writing. Is it impossible? Okay, I want to do a complaint in writing. I don't want to do it.
Take complaints here.
Well, you just said I'd speak to a supervisor?
I said you have to do it either through the hotline or you would have to contact the supervisor, which the supervisor probably really isn't gonna do it.
I want to do a complaint in writing.
If I could get, the form.
We'll see what happens.
Well, I
My
don't know
aunt,
who
she's a
you've been
foster
talking
mom,
to.
and she said.
No one has ever wanted to do a
some type of
complaint?
form
What's your name?
To,
My name is Keisha.
Akeisha.
You know, when you
So I
have
can't do a
closed
complaint
cases,
in
like
writing.
how you guys supposed to remove that.
I want to do it in writing. I want to do it in writing so I can have evidence of what people or how I'm getting victimized and mistreated routinely.
Hold on, let me get the phone with you for you.
Huh?
There's nothing we can do with it.
It's-
Okay, well then I'll write it and make it, you can make a copy, because it's a misdemeanor to cover for child abuse, and that's what CPS is doing if they keep on denying me a caseworker and closing cases without even talking to me. And there's a lot of evidence that I'm targeted. I have 14 false arrests, that I thought that's what you report exploitation to. And if you guys keep covering for it, then I thought it was a misdemeanor. So I want something to write down so I can have proof that I'm turning it in, and CPS and Adult Protective Services are covering for crimes. That way people can get held accountable and I can finally get some results. I've been reporting this for years.
Oh, you talking about my kids? Zanari.
Can I have something to write the complaint with? Ma'am? Ma'am, I've already done this and they got on the computer, wasted 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes last time.
You know when people.
You said I can write it. I can get a piece of typing paper from the machine?
Close with you guys. I need the form to where you guys remove the one that was already, you know, the previous one.
Are you trying, your name is, what's your name again? How do you spell your name? Victor. V. Well, how do you spell your name? I do, because I'm giving you this information to.
What information are you, I'm not taking any information.
Oh, because you don't want, you don't, I'm leaving the complaint.
Well, I'm not responsible for it.
You don't want the state, you don't want the misdemeanor.
I'm just a receptionist, I don't do it.
Okay, well, I'm turning in the paperwork. Why are you refusing to take it?
Because it's not my job to take that. There is a phone number that you call, or
I wanted to leave it to a supervisor. If you're covering for the crime, then you need to be held accountable. I have made over 20 reports that CPS keep ignoring.
Let me call her. No, you're fine.
And you don't want me to know your name, you don't want to be involved, but you work for CPS, you don't have a choice. You can't be a receptionist and sit behind a desk and dictate what information you're going to take, pick and choose.
I can't, because I know what we're supposed to do.
You just said that I can write it down.
I said you can write it down, but we don't take it. We don't take it. We don't take that here.
Okay, I need to speak with the supervisor.
We don't have any available.
Well, I need to speak with someone over you. If you're denying services, then you need to be held accountable. Because it is a state jail. I thought it was a crime to cover for child abuse. And I'm at Family Protective Services, and people are consistently keep covering for it. Closing cases without even speaking to me. I've been reporting this for years. I reported something June 2nd, and they put a case number on the 2019, so I won't have to have a caseworker. Then July 27th, they didn't even call me and talk to me, period.